Today I'm going to be speaking a little bit about emergent writing, and that's really the first stages of writing that a child will, when they pick up a pen or a pencil or anything and start making marks, all the way into being able to develop words and sentences later. So children will go through different stages from when they first pick up a mark-making implement, whether it's a pen or a crayon or something like that. The first stage they'll do is drawing. Now that drawing might just be something random or scribbly, it could be anything. But talking to your child about what they've drawn is really important because it gives them the idea that their marks have a purpose and that they convey meaning. From drawing, you'll start to find that your child might start moving on to scribbling when they're talking about writing. And you can talk about scribbling with things. They'll make different shapes, maybe lines and all that sort of idea. But you can ask them, if they're writing, ask them what are they writing. Maybe give them some suggestions what they could write. From there, you'll end up having sort of mock handwriting. So if your child is maybe pretending to write and they've told you they're trying to write, they might start doing zigzaggy lines or lines along the page. Pay attention to which way they're going. They should be starting from left and moving right, like a real person writing, and they're picking that up from seeing other people writing around them. From there, you start to get little letter-like formations. Not necessarily real letters, just sort of shapes and things. Some of them might be common letters that they see around them in environmental print. It may include numbers, any sort of shapes as well. And it could be mixed with some of that other lines that you have as well in the earlier stages. Then we end up onto letter strings. As children start to learn the formal letters that they're learning in class, they'll start to put them together. And as they're writing sentences or things that they want to write, they'll mix together different letters that they know, upper and lower case. They might make things big and small, but they tend to be all pieced together into one long string without any spaces. It's really important at this stage to ask your child to read it back to you, because they may understand that there's some meaning to their writing, and that's really valuable to value that too. From there you get into sort of transitional writing, where you'll start to get spaces too. So you get your letters, they might start copying down things that they see in environmental print. That just means things around them, so maybe like an open door sign or something off a wall. They might see a label for something. They'll start to mix upper and lowercase letters, so big and small letters, but you'll see spaces popping in, showing that they're starting to understand that words are built up of different letters. Then you'll start to go into a more complex stage where they can actually start to split out into individual words. You might get things a bit like this, where some words are pushed together and don't have spaces. Other words, again, have mixtures of upper and lowercase words, but they might even sound out some words if they've started learning those in primary 1, for example. So this here could be a sentence that they're trying to write. I like the dog. Okay, they've started to sound out and using different letters and words too. It's important to note as well that some children might jump over some of these stages of emergent writing and progress on a bit faster. It's really important to celebrate your child's writing, to talk to them about it and ask them what it's all about, and to write for a purpose. So get your child writing lists, Christmas cards, letters, and work with them. It's also really nice for them to see you role modelling. So although we don't write as much nowadays using phones and other things like that, actually make a point of sitting down and writing lists beside your child so they can see you doing that too. And we'll see you next time.